I got it.
Okay, hi, good evening, everybody. It's 6:35 p.m. This wonderful Wednesday, October 8, 2025. Thank you very much for your patience. My name is Michele Parker. I'm one of the co-chairs of the Business and Consumer Issues. Thank you. We all help each other with words. And I heard we can't really have, we can't vote. You heard this too. We can't vote unless we have a quorum, and there are 13 members on this committee. A quorum would be 7. Right? But we're going to start with let me start by having everybody else introduce themselves, starting with you, Doug.
Sure, I'm Doug Kleiman on the board. I'm Andrew Rigie.
Barbara Adler.
Eric Schmidt.
Okay, and Eric Schmidt is going to start by making a, well, we have something like adoption of agenda. Okay, everybody adopts the agenda.
Well, that's a business item.
Yeah.
So we can't technically do that.
All right, we'll do the presentation by Alex Bell, but in his place is Eric.
All right, so this is an employment data presentation. In this neighborhood on the Upper West Side, we have a total workforce of 105,274 people. Only 37% also live here. Most commute in from other parts of the city or beyond. Nearly 30% work from home, showing hybrid work reshaped local patterns. Census data shows there are just over 105,000 people who work within Community Board 7 boundaries.
I'm gonna interrupt real quick. I'm gonna have Andrew share presentation so everyone online can see it.
Oh, great.
So it's there. I have it ready. There's PowerPoint.
Thank you.
Oh,
There we are.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see how we can do this. I'll make this bigger. I think it's there.
Here.
It's in there. A button or something.
Yeah.
Oh, slideshow.
There we go. All right.
that's where we are. And yeah, this snapshot shows how the district operates as both a residential community and a regional employment hub. All right, I think to the next one, please, which will show you the top occupations are, there we go, managers, lawyers, teachers, food service workers, and building staff. Reflects the Upper West Side's dual identity, cultural, academic, and service driven. The data shows how many of our workers serve vital roles in education, hospitality, and community support, the people who keep this neighborhood moving. Our local economy is powered by a mix of educators, I already said that, but there's some repetition here. I'll move on to the third slide. These are major industries. Education, looks like we have almost 10,000 workers. Food and hospitality, almost 8,000. Building services, 6,700. Healthcare, 6,600. Education remains the leading sector, but service and healthcare roles are essential to our district's daily rhythm. All right, what are we on the fourth thing? Okay, so it looks like this is income distribution. 43% earn 75,000 or more. 20,000 earn under, 20% earn under 25,000. Very clear income gap across the sectors. Many professionals earn higher wages. We still rely heavily on lower income service workers who deserve greater local support and opportunity. All right, fifth and final slide here. What can we do with this data? We can strengthen outreach to local businesses. We can partner with Mount Sinai West and West End Labs. We can identify barriers to hiring, transit, big one, Housing, another big one, and pay, man, they're all big ones. This data gives us direction, helps us see where opportunities lie, and how Community Board 7 can continue supporting a balanced, thriving local economy. Thank you,
Thank you.
and I look forward to continuing this conversation as we think about how these numbers translate into real opportunities for our residents and businesses.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
Okay, now we're here, and we still don't have any more people. And it's 6:41.
I don't know what we have.
Is there any other non-business that we can discuss or talk about while we're waiting to see if we get quorum?
I could talk about something that maybe, I don't know if Josh talked about it. You know, we have an agenda. Does anybody go out and look at these locations before they come into a meeting? Should have,
Sometimes we used to formalize that,
Yeah.
right?
maybe we could appoint somebody on the committee who's gonna tell everybody which locations to look at. Ideally, close to where you live,
Yeah.
a little bit easier, and as we're going into the winter months, it might be a little bit easier. I think we should do that. And we should have a rotating schedule of resolution writers. Everybody should get a shot at that, and I think there's a template
Mhm.
that we could follow. But we have to get our resolutions in sooner than later. And then we don't take minutes anymore, right?
Nope.
Because everything's recorded.
We used to rotate the minutes,
Mhm.
right, back then, but yeah.
But I'd like to, yeah, everybody takes their own notes, but I would like to formalize resolution writing and looking at venues.
Mhm.
So we should-
In most instances on this committee, we bundle things, so,
Correct.
so sometimes your resolution is as simple as we approve the following
Correct.
A, B, C, D, and E,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Yeah, if they're consistent.
Can we, I have two things. One, I just think for this committee in particular, it was interesting to see that restaurants and hospitality employ almost 8,000 people in the community.
Yeah,
So when people are coming in front of our board for, liquor license or outdoor dining or any of these issues, how essential those jobs are. They're one of the most,
for sure.
populous jobs across the district. So I think that's important. And then I don't know, the other thing is, do we know if anyone else is coming?
I think Jesse was making some calls and,
Can we hear the applications and then vote on
I
them
don't
when we
think,
have
we
quorum?
just can't vote on them.
Well, when people come in, they're not gonna know what, they're gonna wanna know everything all over again.
Yeah, maybe, maybe
mean-
not. We are coming in late.
I don't know.
Well,
If they
Sounds
looked at
rude,
it,
but
It's up to you. I mean,
is there anything,
It's up to you.
I would like to get things going here. This is not fair
I'm
to
sure,
do.
yeah, I'm sure our
Unfortunately,
applicants
yeah.
would too.
Might just
Right, Max?
maybe know.
Well, just, I could just interrupt for what it's worth. As an attorney who appears in front of multiple community boards for liquor licenses, in cases where you lack a quorum, many community boards do what Andrew just suggested, which is you hear the cases, and then when you do have quorum, you vote on them, and the people who missed it, who missed the presentation, they were late. They can choose how they want to vote, but you're allowed to hear the cases for whatever it's worth.
Well, that's worth a lot. Taking advice from legal counsel.
What is she?
I'll give you $1 and retain you now. No, I think, I don't know if you heard what Max said, that we can hear.
Let's hear the applications.
well, then if there's something that's troublesome or a lot of outstanding questions, we can always postpone that until we have quorum. But if there are things that are seeming uncontroversial or pretty straightforward, we listen and then.
And it's
you know.
being recorded, so people can watch it on YouTube as
Yeah.
well.
So let's charge ahead with 15 West End Avenue. And that's Mortin Williams. And I think
Oh.
that's wrong here.
Or Morty
Who's here
Sloan.
for Mortin Williams?
Hi, Amanda Taylor here.
Hi.
Hi, yeah, so this is an application, a new application due to a change in ownership. Everything is staying the same, the name, the method of operation, the menu, everything is the same. It's just we're filing this new application to change the ownership. It's a bar tavern that's located within Mortin Williams Supermarket. And I also have on the call Kevin McDonald on behalf of the owner and the general manager, Angelo Paleo. If you guys have any questions, we're happy to answer.
Anybody?
Well, I could just say, so just for clarity, this is on behalf of Wakefern, the new company that has acquired Mortin Williams, is that right?
Well, they're the ultimate owner, yeah. The actual applicant entity is Ivory and White Markets One LLC.
Got it, so you created a sub, but.
Yeah,
It's
but it's
pursuant to the acquisition.
the new
And-
owner is ultimately Wakefern, yeah.
Yes, and I think you said it already, but I just want to get it on the record. The only thing we're voting on is a change of ownership. There's absolutely no changes in the method of operation. It's just the fact that you have different owners now.
That's correct.
And you had to be ready to call the question. Well, you can't call the question, but to me, that's non-controversial.
Anybody else have a question?
No.
So every time, Andrew, there's a change in ownership, there has to be a new application to ask for it.
An
If
amendment,
everything stays the same.
So do we,
we can't vote, but.
so we can't vote at the moment, but we're hoping that we're going to get quorum at some point this evening, which will allow us to vote, and that seemed to be if we were voting, would you vote?
Yeah.
Straw
Yeah.
vote.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So if we were to vote right now, we would all be voting to approve.
Yes, that's present.
Okay, great.
So,
Which even with two more members of quorum, if they abstained or
it would still carry, yeah.
voted
Yes.
no, it would still carry, so if we get quorum, we will vote on it this evening.
Right.
And we can give you that much information, which
Okay,
hopefully,
great.
to some extent makes you feel
I can't
positive,
imagine there are too many
confident.
follow-up questions, but, so yeah, I mean, you're welcome to stick around. But,
I think most
Alright.
people didn't know there was a bar inside the.
Yeah, I had no
yeah,
idea.
I think we
I
approved it
didn't either.
actually a
That's
number of years
amazing.
ago.
Yeah.
I think you did come before this board for that application.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now we have 1 Lincoln Plaza, also known as 1900 Broadway, 20 West 64th Street.
Yeah.
Who is here for that application?
That's me, Max Bookman. Before I proceed, just on your quorum issue, just one thing I would add for your information. This issue is common with your sister board to the south, Manhattan CB4. What they do is what you guys just did. They take what they call a straw poll of the members, and just to get an informal sense of where the vote is, and then they share that with the people who join later for when there's quorum.
I think that's called sense of the committee, or?
Yeah, that's another word that I've heard thrown around. The sense of the committee. Yeah, it's unofficial. In any event, yes, Max Bookman, Pizetsky and Bookman PC. I'm an attorney. My client is with me, Brian Diamond. He's a representative of Dlnex, which is Daniel Balloud's company. It's nice to see some familiar faces on the committee, and I hear some new ones as well. For the new ones, my firm, we are one of the usual suspects that frequently appear before this committee, either in person or we have clients who do without us. So the application before you tonight is for the Daniel Balloud location near Lincoln Center at 1900 Broadway, which is on Broadway and 64th, across from Lincoln Center. This was the trio of Balloud restaurants that closed in June, Bar Balloud, a Pizzeria Balloud, and Balloud Suit. It was publicized, they closed, but are not leaving. We're staying. We're just revamping the space. So these spaces are all being consolidated into one new restaurant that's going to have a new name, new concept. Still French, French classics. We included a copy of the menu. Still Dlnex, Chef Balloud's company, running it. So from an operational perspective, nothing is changing. But because of how significant the changes are, plus a little bit of corporate restructuring on the back end, it's a new liquor license application. So that's why it's before you. We are happy to answer any questions that you have.
Well, that sounds like another no change in method of operation.
Well, it's a little bit different than the Mortin Williams case that you just heard, because it's going to be a new trade name. The menu's a little different. So, it's going to be marketed as a new restaurant. But to your point, the operators are staying exactly the same. The people running it are staying exactly the same. It's always been Chef Balud, and it's going to remain that way.
Actually, very professional and successful operators and have been in the community for years.
We're so lucky to have them.
Yeah,
I
we
am
are.
so excited. Anything that I think Danielle Balud does is, he's got the Midas touch. I am thrilled to know what, I'm just very excited to see the materials. I'm vigorously in support.
Sorry, I was on mine, so I heard everything.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
all right, great.
All right, good.
Just only one more
Still
before, right?
missing one.
Okay.
Yeah. Have a seat.
So again, getting the sense of the committee, I personally am emphatically excited and would approve.
Yeah, same for me.
Same.
Absolutely, same
Okay.
for me.
And we have one other committee member who came here because you just put your name on the record.
Hi, Lottie Almonte.
Hello.
Hi,
Okay.
sorry for the lateness.
No,
It's all right.
There was traffic.
So I don't know, did you get to listen to this?
I heard everything.
So
I
we
was
can't,
on
so we can't formally vote, but we're doing just like a straw poll. Hopefully we get one more committee member coming, so we'll be able to have
Well, so
quorum and
there's a
vote.
train delay, just so you
Got
know.
it.
So-
So did you hear this one? Would you
I-
vote to approve it
Yes.
or? Okay, so of the,
I heard, I was online before you were live.
so out of the
You have any issue
six
with
board,
the First one that we heard,
No,
and
Okay, so-
no issue with this either?
no.
Good,
okay, so
great,
on the
okay.
first application and now this application.
I'm unable to hear you guys.
Oh yeah, it froze. Right? I thought it was just me. You too, Jesse?
Well, I'm in the office, so I'm connected just like you guys, even though I'm in my office.
All right.
So I just wanted
guess
to
it
let
was
them
that.
know that there's no audio. Yeah, they froze.
They froze.
I'll
Okay, they're the ones who froze.
Give them a minute or so. I'll go into the conference room and
I
see
was
what's going
just
on.
about to get to leave too.
Oh, there they go.
Are they back? Okay.
The
Committee, are you
audio,
back?
right?
You're
I
on mute.
know.
You're on mute. Yeah, you're on mute, Andrew.
We can't hear you.
Us on mute. You can see us though?
Yeah. You guys all froze for a minute.
Okay. So Michelle, sorry, you would like me to?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I don't know where I cut off, but I'll just repeat the whole thing in case.
Thanks.
So we are just joined by a sixth board member. We've done a straw poll of the first application and now the second application presented by Max Bookman. And as far as the straw poll goes, both applications have received support and are a yes vote from all six members. We are hoping to receive a seventh member of this committee who will attend this evening, which would give us quorum and allow us to officially vote on these applications. And based on the numbers, you, or I should say both of those applications would pass. So.
Thank you very much. If there's no further questions, I'm going to sign off. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Okay, good night.
Now we have 206 West 79th Street, Po-Var LLC. Representing 206 West 79.
What is that?
Raised
Ellen.
Ellen.
Ellen Lane, where is Ms.
We can't
Lane?
see Ellen Lee.
Promote her?
Ellen, attendees here. She's in.
I don't see her.
Here, I'm going to promote the panel.
Oh,
There
there
we
she
go.
is. Ms. Lee.
Okay, wait, she's just being
Hold on.
promoted. Oh, there she is. There we are. Oh,
Hi, I'm sorry. I think I clicked the wrong link. I'm sorry. My name is Ellen. I'm from ABC License for Po-Var LLC at 206 West 79th Street. This used to be where Capola was operating for a very long time until they closed recently. And now we'll basically continue the same. It's going to be a same Italian restaurant, no changes inside. What you saw before, you'll see again. There's pizza oven in the back. There's 8 tables and 24 seats, 1 bar with 8 stools. The operating hours will be 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Soft background music, no live music. And this is not his first restaurant. Actually, this is his third, and I think Ennis, I might have sent Ennis the wrong link also. He's trying to join in. And we're asking for the board's approval, please.
Sorry, what is that person's name?
Ennis, E-N-I.
Oh, yes, I will
Thank you.
promote the panelists.
And it's, oh,
I just have one quick question.
Yes,
You said that the last restaurant was Coppola's. Coppola's was there for a very long time, but it was Chow Paisan was the most recent iteration.
yes.
So just wanted to
But I
clarify.
believe they had changed the company name and they tried to continue the operation. They had issues with the SLA license, we were told by the landlord. And eventually gave up when their license was not issued. It took more than 2 years.
I see.
this
Okay,
is all
thank you.
Chow.
Chow Paisan.
Yes,
I don't remember which.
Yeah,
So-
okay, thank you.
So Coppola's had a problem getting the renewal of the liquor license. And
I think it was the replacement after Coppola's, correct?
yes, it was the replacement afterwards, but we've been told they were pretty much together. They changed the company name and tried to come back, and it just didn't work after the pandemic.
Partner, and it was like Chow Paisan by Coppola's and,
Right,
okay, got it.
so, any questions? There's no outdoor cafe space. is
No,
there?
no outdoor dining at all, no. And
There's
we don't plan
nothing
to.
Back- Nothing in the back either, the back, I don't.
Not in the back, we don't have a rear yard, no.
Did you say there were only 8 tables?
Only 8 tables with 24 seats. It's long and narrow. It's not very spacious where you can fit in 70 people. So it's basically about 40 persons max.
You're not changing what it looks like inside?
Or not. He's happy with as is. We have fresh paint and new furniture, but that's about it.
Italian.
Yeah, the
Concept?
food, yeah, same, yeah, Southern Italian.
Yes.
You don't have a bar area?
The bar was already there. There's a bar with 8 stools. It's to the right. It's about 17 feet. It's been there, and so we're gonna keep that.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, and a full
Drink some water.
liquor license.
We're asking for a full liquor license, yes.
Okay.
And it had a full liquor over many years.
They had full liquor for many years until,
Sure.
Yeah.
Again, I think this is non-controversial,
Yeah.
and I'd be
Yeah.
compelled to approve, but I yield to everybody else.
So should we do a straw poll vote?
Yeah.
I don't know if the attorney, have you heard what's happening here? Do you understand that we're taking a straw poll because we don't have quorum, but we're getting a sense of the committee?
yes, I heard, I understand.
Just want to make sure you're informed.
In
Okay.
case we don't get a 7th member tonight, I would suggest that we reach out to the people who were missing and ask them to watch the presentation and vote so that we can let everybody who's here tonight know that they're approved.
Yeah, and we'll have to
We could do
have
that,
a
sure.
special meeting to open
Maybe
business and close
before,
it, but
next full board.
yes,
will
Well,
meet.
I think we should let them know before that,
Yeah, of course.
you know, oh, yeah, okay,
schedule it. Yeah.
all right, good.
Do we know if anyone's on the way, by the way?
No.
It's hard to, because I could have let you know I was on my
Right,
way,
you're
but
underground, yeah.
there was no
Okay.
way.
All right. So I guess just carrying on where Andrew left off before, Michele, so is it true that we all feel that we generally would approve if we were officially voting? All right, so from the members present, it would be unanimous, and we'll see what, but again, even if we had one more person and we all voted in favor and someone voted against, it would still carry.
It would still carry.
So yes, I guess,
Thank you.
yeah, thank you for your
Thank you so
presentation.
much. Thank you.
And this is awkward, but,
I'll stay there for
Good
a
luck.
long time.
yeah.
Okay.
I might set it open till 11.
Those are very
It's a real
modest
New York
hours.
restaurant,
Yeah.
so late,
Yeah.
a city that never sleeps.
Yeah, all right.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you. Have a nice evening.
you. Two.
The next application is 201 West 83rd Street, Jack's Coffee. That was the former,
Lala,
You've Got Mail.
Oh, yeah,
Lala.
that's right.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Let me, here, promote.
I know,
I'm excited, something's coming.
Yes.
who's here for Jack's Coffee.
I'm promoting two
And
people
since you're
right
here,
now.
I'm sure it's more than just coffee.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Hi.
who are you? Please put your name, tell us your name, even though I can read it.
My name's Robert Hull. I'm with Michael Kelly Inc., representing the applicant Jack Coffee Upper West Side LLC. One of the owners should be here also, Rakesh.
I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
Ah, great.
There we go. Okay, so this is an on-premise tavern application for Jack's Coffee Upper West Side LLC, DBA Jack's Coffee. We're located at 201 West 83rd Street between Broadway and Amsterdam. The space was formerly occupied by Cafe Lola. Layla?
Lalo.
Lalo.
Lalo, sorry. Lalo, which had an on-premise license for over 30 years. Our hours of operation will be 7 a.m. to 2 a.m., 7 days a week. We'll be operating a small cafe that has 12 tables, 24 chairs, and a 6-seat bar serving pastry, sandwiches, salads, and coffee, which we will end up expanding the menu in the future. At nights, we will have the same menu, but we'll be focusing on cocktails in addition to the food. We have background music. The owner, Rakesh, and Avi both own and operate restaurants that both have liquor licenses. Avi owns and operates Three Kings Hospitality LLC, DBA Monkey Thief, at 401 West 47th Street. And Rakesh owns and operates GVI Columbus LLC, DBA Vincer Vink at 66 West 84th Street, where he's been there for 9 years and has lived in the area for 14 years. The owners wanted to reopen this location to pay homage to Cafe Lalo, which was a staple of the community for over 30 years before it closed permanently in 2024. I would like to have Rakesh say a few words about his vision for this location.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me this evening. I've been operating businesses in the Upper West Side for the last 9 years. I have Van Wine Bar on 66 West 84th Street, as well as 100 Riverside Boulevard. Some in the community know I also own Jack's Coffee, some don't. However, we are expanding into the Upper West Side, trying to bring sort of our concept and vision into the neighborhood where I've lived for 14 years. The intention for us is to also evolve our concept a bit, which is why we are not only, sort of taking some of the vibe from Cafe Lalo by offering a wine and spirits cocktail program in the evening time, but intended to make it an all-day cafe. But really, the spirit of Jack's is intended to be a coffee shop, which it is, in a community gathering space. So we hope that the community is in support of it. Obviously, this is a destination that we know is very important. I frequented there many times with my wife, and while it was open, and so we're doing a careful renovation of this space. Obviously, there's going to be many changes, which unfortunately or fortunately we're having to comply with LPC, but nonetheless, we hope to bring the spirit back to life in the neighborhood with what Cafe Lalo had started 30 years ago.
So you have to go to LPC also for the windows, the repairs?
Yeah, so the background there, I know, I told Robert, I'm like, I know this question is going to come. So so when Cafe Lalo first opened, that part of the neighborhood wasn't considered a landmark district, but during that time frame, it was designated a landmark district. So now we have to comply with LPC rules, and so basically, the design of the storefront, its existing storefront, number one, we couldn't restore it. It's literally its structural integrity is completely damaged. We brought in 5 different mill workers to come in to see if we could really preserve it, but it was impossible. It's just so rotted. So we have to rebuild it. And what we did do is that in order to rebuild it, we have to change the design because the building was built in roughly 1840. And so if you look back at the old films, which even for your entertainment, I'm happy to just send across to the community board, had bigger panel windows and whatnot. So the storefront is going to be operable, meaning windows are going to open, but we have to redesign it in a fashion that really I guess more or less complies with the historical integrity from back in 1840, but also still, I guess, more or less straddles some of the new requirements that they have with storefronts, at least for those that have gotten approval in the neighborhood. So a long answer to say it's going to change, but hopefully not too much.
When are you gonna go before our preservation committee?
We're intending, we had a meeting with LPC last week. We got the guidelines. And so our intention is to stay at the staff level for approval.
Right.
Because if we go to the board level, which could take several months, that's gonna, like, it would probably be until like January, February, until we get board level approval for LPC. But our intention is to stay at the staff level. So we're working on right now the actual redesign of it. And we will present that to LPC in about 2 weeks.
So you're planning a soft opening when?
In
I
a,
won't hold you to it, but you know, you're.
actually, I want you to hold me to it, right? No, I would say more or less, it's probably going to be shortly after Thanksgiving. So we've already started interior construction on the space. So we completed demolition, and now we are going through in, the electricity, plumbing, and framing and stuff like that. But once the facade itself or the outdoor exterior is approved, we'll get cracking on that. But I think when it's all said and done, our goal is to be open before Christmas time.
Yeah, and you've got the kitchen's in the downstairs, right?
You got it. Yep, that's absolutely right. Yeah.
I toured it.
Yeah. Are you building a stair? So you have to leave the upstairs cafe to go into the kitchen?
If we were to be preparing the food downstairs and then during service, yeah, we'd have to run up and down, but that makes no sense whatsoever for us, or for anybody for that matter. So downstairs is purely just going to be used to, sort of, I guess, prepare the food, right? And we were just using convection equipment as Cafe Lalo did, and then we'll reheat the food upstairs. So everything will be prepared downstairs because they have a walk-in box downstairs as well. And then it'll be brought upstairs prior to service, and then everything will just be sort of finished off and heated upstairs.
So the HVAC is already installed? Do you need the HVAC?
No, well, it already was, but there's no way that thing has a minute of life left in it. So we're even putting in a new HVAC system as well.
Sorry for those other questions.
I don't really have a question. I just have a comment. I lived in the Broadway, the adjacent building, for a number of years when my kids were really little.
Yeah.
And Cafe Lalo was a great place, but I just wanted to mention for anybody who doesn't know that, a critical scene from You've Got Mail was filmed in there with Meg Ryan, and it's always been famous for that. So you might want to have a little picture of that. So people,
They did, yeah.
because it's in guidebooks and everything now.
Yeah,
sure.
So yeah, I mean, we didn't go into this blind in any capacity. So in terms of acknowledging your comment, we fully intend to pay homage to Cafe Lalo as well as the significance and whatnot. So by all means, like, you will see some good memories in there. One in which we'll probably reach out to the community and got sort of a collage of their memories as well. So the spirit will live on. It's just going to be in a well, let's just call it a newer concept. And don't get me wrong, Jack's Coffee, we've been around for 20 years. In operating within New York City, as well as we have 2 outposts in the Hamptons. Our first location was in the West Village, which opened up in 2003 on West 10th between Waverly and Greenwich. It's not obviously my namesake, but the original founder did a great job of building a community brand and a community gathering spot for coffee. So but I think that same vibe will hopefully resonate well in this neighborhood.
Right, any other comments?
I know Jack's Coffee from the Hamptons.
There you go. Yep.
Sag Harbor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So on Main Street in Sag Harbor, and then also in Amagansett.
Yeah.
Tiny little space.
Well, I'll just add to, I'm very excited that you're going to activate that space and take it. I toured it a while ago, and I did see it was in very bad shape, and it's really great that you're going to commit to rehabbing it. And I had many, many good dates and bad dates there as a young man. I have all kinds of memories there. I think I had,
And you're ready to create more.
That's right.
Good.
create some good new memories. That's
Yeah.
really exciting. So exciting. So that's great.
We're excited. And guys, like I said, I've lived in the community for, 14 years, and I have a business, VSV Wine Bar, Van Sylvan, just about a block and an avenue away.
Love
And
that.
so
Love your business there too.
we're very familiar with the right way to do things.
Good.
Yeah. Fantastic.
All right, we have a sense of the committee on this, the application being
I think-
approved.
Did you hear this situation from earlier that we do not have quorum?
I did, yeah.
Okay, we're hearing-
Got it.
hearing the-
So we're gonna do a quick straw poll.
I would
Those in
withdraw.
favor?
Absolutely.
So 6 of us are unanimous in favor, and we hope we get a 7th committee member for quorum this evening, in which case we will vote, and should these votes hold, you are approved in committee. Go to full board.
Best of luck.
Yes.
Thank you,
All right,
guys.
perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night.
You too.
We have 999 Columbus Avenue at West 109th Street, homemade taqueria court. Who is here for that application? Is it, who is here for the,
Are you
is that for
there?
you?
I think he's muted.
There are you?
Hi,
Hello.
hi. Sandra she's gonna take for me, but I think I can start. We're trying to apply for the liquor license in this location. We do tacos, homemade taqueria. It's on 99 in Columbus.
Great.
So we have 28 seats, 8 tables, and we wanna apply for a liquor license.
So you're in business now, you do not have a liquor license, and you want a full liquor license now.
Yes,
I understand that correctly? Okay, and you have been there for how long?
Very nice.
since February 2022.
2022.
Margaritas do go very well with tacos.
Second.
And they have a great Taco Tuesday deal.
Oh,
They
okay,
do.
terrific.
So it's what, 109?
Órale, dígale de los taquitos de los martes que tienen allá en Columbus con la doña.
Yeah, yeah. One of the reason is because a lot of people they asking for like you said the margaritas. They wanna have tacos with the margaritas or beer. So that's why we decided to apply.
Sure, very good.
All right,
What are the hours?
yeah, what are the hours?
They close early.
It's 11 to 10, and Friday and Saturday at 11 to 11.
Very, very modest hours.
But there were like dorms on 108th Street,
Uh-huh.
Columbia University dorms and
Uh-huh.
professors that live in the area, so they spend a lot of time in the homemade taqueria.
So it's a local operation for mostly
Oh.
university kids.
I've been there, yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
All right.
you've been there?
Yeah,
Since the red
yeah, you're
reviews.
right, they are missing margaritas.
Well, here's, maybe not for long.
That's right.
Yeah.
Great.
Good to know.
How long have they been here?
Since 2022.
2022.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. Great.
Great, well,
All of us see you people.
thank you very
Yeah.
much.
That place.
Yeah, we're good, right? Like-
Do we have, so straw poll?
Yep,
Is everyone in
Yep.
favor?
we are.
Okay, Larry, so if you didn't hear before, we don't have a full quorum to officially vote and approve. However, you have the approval of 6 members. We hope a 7th committee member will come this evening, at which point we will vote. And then based on this vote, you should be approved through the committee, and then it will be presented to full board next month in November. And should we need any additional information, someone will contact you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, thank you so much. Se frizó.
You know,
I can tell them in Spanish if you want.
I'm sorry, I think it got froze or something.
Oh, it just went unstable, the internet now, it's
sorry.
Hold on one
You
second.
want me to tell them what you said, Barbara, in Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
That'd be
great.
great,
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, sure, tell.
He's
Señor, la
frozen.
señora le
Oh,
avisa.
oh, wait, wait,
he's frozen.
oh, wait.
oh,
No, I'm okay.
Oh, now he's unfrozen, okay.
Okay. Ok, la señora le avisa que no tenemos todas las personas del comité acá para poder solidificar el voto esta noche, pero desde que tenga el grupo completo, ya todo va a pasar porque tienes ya todos los votos unánimes de esta noche. Aunque una persona diga que no, y habemos 7, ya pasó, van a estar bien con la licencia.
Ok,
¿Ok?
muchas gracias,
La
Gracias,
Bárbara
señor.
le avisó, ¿ok?
Ok, bueno, gracias.
Thank you.
Gracias.
very handy
I
that.
know. Did you
Sign in, by the
Yeah,
way?
you
you
got
have
it.
to
Oh, yeah.
scan
Yeah,
that.
scan that, yeah.
All right, what,
Any
anyone
other
else?
agenda items?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
something called class change for the theaters on
Oh, yes.
1998 Broadway and 2310 Broadway. Is this the same applicant?
Yes, it is.
Hi.
Hi, this is Amanda Taylor on behalf of AMC.
Got it.
It is the same applicant, and so I don't know if you want to do them together, but I also have the managers are both here, but I think they were only able to join as attendees.
I just promoted, is it David?
David and Matthew Kenny.
I will promote Matthew Kenny right now.
I think you might be frozen again. You guys are muted. Did you want me to start?
To show that it's muted.
All right,
Amanda Taylor.
I can hear you now.
Yes.
What does a class change mean?
Okay, so this is a class change. They currently, both of these theaters have a beer and wine license, and it's to upgrade to full spirits. So everything is pretty much staying the same. They're just going to be offering canned cocktails now. It's not like they're opening up a full service bar with mixed drinks or anything like that. They just want to be able to offer canned cocktails in addition to the beer and wine that they already serve at concession stands. This was a law change in 2024 to allow movie theaters to have spirits. So they're applying for that now to take advantage of that. And yeah, like I said, I have David and Matthew here as the managers, and any of us are happy to answer any questions that you have.
It says cider on the agenda. That's not the
But
same
that's
thing as
part
canned
of the
spirits, is it?
class. I think that
That's
is
just
part
what
of
it's
it.
called.
That's a beer.
It says to full on premise from beer, wine, and cider. So what they have now is currently beer, wine, and cider, and they're upgrading to full spirits.
Canned cocktails. You
Well-
won't have a bartender making specialized drinks.
Is there any concern having full alcohol available in the movie theater?
I mean, I see people get a lot drunker off
I
of
know, but I
beer.
mean, the 84th Street Theater gets a lot of movies that attract young people.
Well, they already have, in my opinion, they already have beer, wine and cider. So if you're just upgrading to have canned cocktails, like is it different if someone has a glass of wine or a beer?
Well,
I could answer that question as a tips trainer,
Yeah.
but I could tell you, but I think maybe the question that we can ask with your concern is, what will you do to mitigate any problems with serving, over-serving or serving underage people? What kind of protocols do you have in place to prevent that from happening?
Thank you, that's good.
Yeah.
Sure, David or Matthew, do you want to take that?
Okay, David,
I think he's muted.
yeah,
Everybody's muted.
you have to unmute David.
Oh, okay, there he is.
Hi.
Yeah,
We
Oh,
don't
he's
need
still
to-
muted.
He's unmuted on our
Okay.
end.
Yeah.
Maybe he's muted
Are you-
himself.
Yeah, did you mute yourself by accident, David? Because I think you're unmuted here.
We can't
There's
hear
no-
you.
I think
We
he's
can't hear you.
I mean, I could try to tell you what I'm aware of their, what they have, their alcohol compliance. They have, I know that they have ushers that go into the theaters and monitor, the alcohol consumption within the theater. They also put all of the alcohol currently with the beer and wine, but they plan to do with the canned cocktails as well. They put them in a special cup that is only for alcohol, so that to prevent pass offs. So when the ushers are looking into the theater, they can see clearly who has alcohol and who's just drinking a soda. It differentiates between them. And they also have secret shoppers, I guess you want to call it, that go into the theater to test their employees to see how they're handling carding and monitoring within the theater. And they do that several times, I believe, a week. Is that correct? Yeah. And I think you might be frozen again.
Unlike in a
Oh,
restaurant.
I can hear you now.
In the same area.
Well, they already have, there are certain theaters that already do full liquor.
Yeah.
So like this is,
Yeah.
Even waiter service even.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah.
So this is, all they're doing is canned
Movie
cocktails.
pick,
I gotta get out.
I think you mostly answered the question on terms of overpouring or who is having, I guess, just my own question, just so that it's on the record, is at the point of purchase, in terms of what do you do to card or to make sure that you are not selling to anyone that is either underage or already intoxicated? It's kind of a rhetorical question, but if you could just say it so that we can feel comfortable.
Yeah, they have the ID check is mandatory. And all of their servers take training for New York State training for alcohol compliance.
Great. Sounds good to me.
How do you, just to piggyback on Barbara's concern, how do you ensure that the adult that gets carded and can purchase, am not purchasing for the minor that I'm coming into the theater with? How is that monitored or managed by the staff at the theater?
Right. So, I mean, that is part of the training that the servers go through is to how to look out for those kinds of things. And like I said, also they have ushers that go into the theater too to make sure that there's not pass offs within the theater after the alcohol is already purchased. And that's part of why they have the identifying cups too. So they can go into the theater and make sure that alcohol wasn't passed off to a minor.
Are they frozen? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, there we go. I think they're frozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you had anything to add to that, I think they can possibly still hear us.
Okay, I would also add that one of the procedures is to open the alcoholic beverage in front of the guest at time of purchase, in addition to checking for the ID.
Sorry, you guys are frozen again. We can't hear you, David.
I can hear you, but the rest are frozen. Oh, I think they're back, but
You
they're
guys are
muted.
back, but you're muted.
Sorry, we have an unstable internet connection, so we.
No problem.
But,
Beer.
I
And
know,
wine.
I'm just gonna,
okay, so are we gonna do a straw poll now? Okay, so,
If you say this is a foregone conclusion.
well, I'm not saying it's a foregone conclusion, I'm just saying that they're currently able to serve alcohol, so they can serve beer, wine, and cider. The only change here is that in addition to getting a beer, wine, or cider, they get like a vodka tonic.
But it's canned.
It's canned, yeah.
Like they're not giving out shots or anything, you know?
So,
Well, I don't think they're limited to cans, but that's what they're gonna do,
yeah,
which
Oh,
is,
okay.
which I'm satisfied with
Yeah,
personally.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I think
correct.
it's easier.
Well, that diminishes the overpouring issue, right? There is no overpouring.
Right.
Because it's a can.
You know, after we do this, I actually happen to be a certified tips trainer. I've been for many, many years, so maybe we could talk afterward about some of the things that are the telltale signs for someone purchasing for someone else and all that. But I'm very satisfied with this application.
And the
so
and
shall we,
has to be trained, the same way you would be trained if you were owned a restaurant.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but it's strongly recommended.
shall we? straw-
So I'm okay with this.
Okay, so
And you're gonna abstain?
I'm gonna, I am.
those in favor?
Favor?
Okay, those opposed? Those abstaining? Got it. So, if you heard us earlier, we don't have a quorum. The next step is sending this to our full board for a vote in our November meeting.
This was simultaneously, we bundled for two of the AMC theaters, correct?
Correct.
83rd and
And
67th Street.
67th Street.
Got it.
Okay, everybody happy with that?
Office, if we had any additional questions, we'll let you know.
Sorry, you froze for a second when you were saying about before. I just wanted to confirm that even with the one person abstaining, that this is good to pass.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
We would expect that you would pass based on our
Right.
straw.
Okay, sorry, it cut off the internet for that part, so I just wanted to confirm.
It would be, you're expecting to pass committee and then it would be fully ratified at full board.
Right.
Yeah,
November 5th.
yes.
Okay.
Do we have anybody from the public on Zoom? Public or non-committee board
attendees?
members?
Let's see, we had one. There's one, Colleen, no, we have one attendee, but
And a lot of talk. Oh, wait,
Jesse,
I've
we can't-
attempted to promote them several times and they declined. So.
okay.
yeah. Okay,
Oh, so Colleen Minio does not want to talk?
Apparently not.
If she does, she can raise her hand.
No
and we'll
problem.
listen.
okay,
All right,
great. Thank you very much.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we're looking at a temporary permit retail and class change for 891 Amsterdam Avenue at 104th Street, the hostel. Who's here for the youth hostel?
Great.
It's Isabel, Aaron, and Ron.
Pardon?
Can you, little sound check. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Alrighty. So we're here with American Youth Hostels, and we're the owner operator, High New York City Hostel, landmark historic building, Amsterdam between 103rd and 104th. We are joined by myself, vice president for the organization, Isabel Cruz, long-term manager of the hostel, and then also our food and beverage manager, Rob Kosloff. Basically, what we're doing here is since 2014, which the community board approved the process for a liquor license as a members club for our location. This is a class change to all liquor And I'll explain in a minute what the reasoning behind that is. And then the kind of the little fun part is the temporary permit retail is allowing, because of our member club situation, a change where there could be a temporary change in the license while you're waiting for the full license. So that's confusing. We're not going to be doing a convenience store retail. To me, it's always confusing when I see that terminology. That's not what we're doing. It's just making it so the change in the license could be quicker as it waits for the full license change. So
Wine, beer, and cider.
excuse me?
A wine, beer, and cider now.
Yeah, so that's what we have right now. And then this is to full liquor. And the change there is a little bit similar to the previous conversation of what, and so just so folks know how this is, it's not a tavern or a restaurant. We have two things happening at the hostel is we have our registered guests. You can only be a registered guest to be in the hostel. And then we do welcome receptions with those guests. And also then we have a cafe there. And then there's also a separate counter for bar service there. Then we also have a really great historic meeting space that's in the building also for event space. And then we do liquor service in that event space. So the key thing here is this change to full liquor. We do get requests for the event space for us to be able to do it from a bar in the event space for the full liquor for that space. So that's a key thing for the change. It was interesting, the canned cocktails approach, not saying that we're restricting ourselves totally to that, but that's kind of the concept of what we're looking at is making sure that the liquor offering we've got to our hostel guests kind of is a little bit broader than just beer and wine.
If I'm not a registered guest, I cannot walk in there and have a drink.
No. So you can, if there's an event in our meeting space and a member has rented that meeting space and they contract with us for alcohol, you could be a guest of a member to attend the event, but you got to be on the invite list and all of that. But no, you can't come in to the hostel just as the general public.
Thank you.
Any other questions? So this license will be used for two different reasons. They definitely need it for the event space. In the cafe, right?
Somewhat adjacent to the cafe. There are two different walk-up counters of where the beverage service is and then where the cafe service is.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
How large is the event space? And how many people are you looking to accommodate in that space?
Isabel, you're probably going to be best to give that exact public assembly account for the Soho room and the ballroom, if you have it off the top of your head.
Yeah, sure. One of them can accommodate 163 and the second one 101.
Wow.
We had a meeting there once.
Yeah, I think we did.
So,
Great.
all right. Any other question?
I just had a silly question, which I know it's.
Go for it, Dylan.
Okay, here's my silly question.
Never silly question.
Youth hostel is kind of a misnomer, right? Because there are youthful people there, which obviously cannot drink. But this is obvious, you're going to be serving alcohol to 21 and over, right? Even though it's called a youth hostel, it's a bit of a misnomer, correct?
Yeah, so legal name, American Youth Hostels, city members, many elected officials that have been part of our evolution since 1990 for the hostel will call us the official youth hostel, but we've stripped the youth out of our name. So that's why it's HI, which stands for Hostel International, New York City Hostel, and we don't continue to use the youth term because yes, it's not so much 18 to 21, it's kind of 22 to 28-year-olds is our primary focus. It is very kind of youthful in that sense. But yeah, anybody can stay, and we've stripped the youth out of our business name versus our legal name.
Youth is a state of mind.
Yeah, see, the youth was stripped out of my persona a long time ago, apparently.
And so how are you going to manage the carting piece, the serving piece of the, and what are going to be the internal controls to ensure that
Sure.
we don't overserve?
Sure. So I'm gonna let Rob, everything that the last folks talked about all of our folks being through training, both at the server level and then our managers being through the training, following all the procedures that are the best guidance for that. We do have youth groups that stay with us. So we have, and we're, by the way, we're a nonprofit 501c3. We're about cultural understanding. We've got this bigger mission. It's all about affordable access to the city for visitors to come, but it's all about the sharing for folks. And so we're really serious about that. We're not about kind of making profit and giving that to kind of shareholders. So we have an elevated level of our look towards that. So everything the last folks talked about, and then I'll let Rob kind of mention kind of the next level that we're going with just to make sure we monitor things closely.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just going to mention, we do mandatory ID checks for anybody drinking, but also, once we check the ID and it gets cleared, we do wristbands for people drinking. So if people are around the hostel drinking, they're wearing wristbands and we're able to easily decipher. Also, everybody serving alcohol goes through our Serve Safe alcohol training. So yeah, following the standard guidelines.
Great.
The wristbands, I'm like, it wasn't sure you have 264 drunk people in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, how big is the hostel? How many rooms in the hostel for guests?
735 beds. We're the largest hostel in all of North America or South America. There's a couple that beat us in Europe.
Wow, that is impressive.
Big space.
Europe, where the drinking age is 18.
That's right.
It's a beautiful building.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is.
So just as an interesting statistic, we do about 215, a little over that, 1,000 overnights every year of visitors, both domestic and international, visiting New York City. I think it's great fitting into the tapestry of the neighborhood we're in. It's been fantastic. And then I believe there's 205,000 residents within Community Board 7's area. So an interesting numbers are pretty close. Overnights we have and how many residents. So
We occasionally met at your space.
Yes.
oh, and it's available. So we've got to watch things when it becomes a political party for what we do for just kind of the free access, but for the community board, we're within the community board's district. More than welcome for us to arrange for a meeting to be there either at a committee level or at the full board level.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
Shall we straw poll vote?
Yeah.
We can.
Okay.
I would be in favor.
Those in favor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Did you hear the explanation of?
We've heard it
Okay, so then we
8
won't-
times now.
Great. Well, we won't repeat it.
Appreciate your time. Definitely. Appreciate it.
Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
I like the wristbands too. That made me,
There's
yeah,
movie theaters.
yeah,
Well, that's.
yeah, that wristband.
Okay, so we are,
Thank you.
we have, one
That's it.
person, we have one attendee, is that so?
Oh, that was the
Aiden
gentleman
or
from the
Adon?
Taqueria.
Yeah, okay. No, it's another, he signed off, but different name, maybe he was with, okay,
That's
so we
it for
don't
the
have
agenda.
quorum. So since we don't have quorum to vote, can we just present to full board, either we can vote right before
I think
full
we should do
board
that.
starts?
Done by being here, and that is to review the stuff and
Are we still?
tell us if they
I'm sorry.
approve.
We are, yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Barbara. I
No
interrupted you.
problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No problem. I don't know. I don't think these people should be held up all months to wait to find out. I mean, even though they know, of course, that, 6 out of 7, they're all approved. But how do we don't have any,
But can we,
we have
do
no
we have to
guarantee
note,
that those other people will
So-
show up at full
but
board.
do we have to notice a meeting? We would have to be able, I guess, to be able to vote, we'd have to have another meeting. this
Well,
month,
you
but that-
could notice, I mean, look, what we've done before is do a pre-meeting before
the
we
full
try to
board.
avoid those
Yeah.
because it then just,
We
but
we could do it online.
could- and
Can't
that
we
could
do
be
it online?
noticed.
Can't we do it online?
No,
I don't
no,
know, I
we
think you should
can't
ask the
vote.
parliament.
No, we can't,
I mean, I know that for a fact.
Yeah,
You
we
have to
can't,
be-
we can't
You
vote.
have to be in
We
person.
can't vote.
We have to have quorum to vote and we have to have an in-person quorum
Yeah.
to do business unless we
Okay,
change. We
alright.
can't be all.
Maybe we can get the parliamentary, who is the
What?
parliamentary?
It's
So
Richard.
Richard Ashe?
It's Richard, there's no,
Ashe.
yeah, it's an unofficial, yeah.
Okay, so why don't we,
I had a
Okay.
question, I had a question. If someone on this committee joined by Zoom, they would be able to vote over Zoom, right?
With a waiver.
Yes, wait.
Okay.
Oh, actually, we would have Josh. If we had a meeting, before full board and we all showed up, and Josh was
Yeah.
here, was there. We could have.
okay, but at this point, do we even adjourn, do we adjourn the meeting? We can't even adjourn, we can just log.
We never really
We
commit.
just log, okay, so,
Alright, so we're.
okay, at this point, we did not receive,
Oh, I see.
oh, it's
Cindy.
Sydney, oh,
You know Cindy.
hi Sydney.
Cindy Cardinal,
Wow.
Yeah,
how you been?
Hi, Cindy. Cindy, what? And then. there's
This-
I
another-
asked.
So
the-
what I was gonna ask is if we could just get someone, another voter on the Zoom, could we vote at that?
They would
would
need
have
a
to be-
waiver from the chair.
No, from the co-chair committee, can you have a waiver? You don't need a waiver from Beverly tonight. This is, you need a waiver from the co-chairs of the committee, and Michele is
right?
one. So
So we try to reach somebody.
if do we have anyone,
Who else do we have, Jesse?
I can call Josh.
No, he's.
Most of the people I called were not available or couldn't.
So,
To
I'm sorry?
join
And I know
over.
there was one that had a medical emergency, so.
okay,
we'll throw
And
it back.
everybody else asked for what?
No, she couldn't get in touch with anyone else.
Oh,
okay.
Did you try calling me, Justin?
Yes, I did, but it didn't go through.
oh, okay.
I think,
I was on the train.
I think we've all, I think it was near unanimous with the exception of the one abstention.
Right.
I think if that is presented at full board, listen, at the end of the day,
Like
we
a
can't
little
give
bit of-
the applicant certainty.
That's
Even
true,
if we,
until
even if
full
we
board.
officially voted,
Yeah,
Even,
But-
they'd have to wait till
can,
the full
can full
board.
board vote
we have
without a
to,
committee vote?
we can't say, we can say as a straw poll, but we.
Why don't we end this meeting now? Find out technically what we're permitted and what the official process should be, and then we can do that.
Right.
Okay, we can also run it through steering or the executive committee.
By way of example, sometimes in the summer, we
Shall I
have
log-
reservation
Should we log off?
committee meetings.
Shall